Hello, my friend. Friends! So I went to Hobby Lobby and they were marking items down in the paper crafting aisle, which I love. And I know what you're probably thinking, best day ever, congrats! And as you all know, I am truly, madly, deeply in love with stamps. So stamps, you will forever be my always. Have I told you today how much I love you? Stamps, I love you more than coffee. And some say I'm bananas about you. And who wouldn't be at these prices? The wooden stamps were anywhere from 49 cents to $4.24. This whole set, and these are really large alphabet letters and numbers. These are only $3.24 for the whole pack. I had a whale of a time finding all of these amazing deals. And I like it if you would continue watching because there were so many more bargains at the store. And if you haven't already, please subscribe so you don't miss part 2 of this haul. I'm going to start from low to high, so I'm going to introduce the price at the beginning of each section. Because I know sometimes the orange sticker is really hard to see on camera. And then on the Kelly Create stamps, because I'm sure if you're like me, we've collected a lot of these, and so they don't actually have any type of like descriptive words on them. So I'm just going to put the number like you see here on the back. I'm going to put as much information about the product as you guys need, but I'm not going to leave it on there too long. So please don't forget to go ahead and use that pause button if you need a little more time to look at the description or each of the items. And I'm also going to show you on some of the stamps what it says, because sometimes when you have a lot of different font plus all of the glare, it's hard to read. So on this side, I have the original item, and then on the right hand side, I try to use a font that would be a lot more easier or clearer to read on your phone or your computer. Again, I'm trying to pack as many goodies on here and be descriptive as possible, so don't forget to use that pause button. And most of you guys probably already know this, but these type of stamps actually have double function. You can actually use them to practice your calligraphy or use them like you would any other clear stamp. And you guys know I always complain about my handwriting. And so this is a really great way to kind of like decorate the inside of your card as well as the outside of your card. This one has like a wedding theme to it. It says newlywed, always, Mr. and Miss, bride and groom, happiness, sweetheart, dreams do come true. And I think that these stamps would work really well like on invitations or even in your planners. Pretty much have like the same type of font. And so I have, like I said earlier, a lot of these other ones in my collection, like the individual letters and the numbers. And so when I'm looking at some of these packs, like this one right here, 21 pieces. This one has all the days of the week, and they also have the abbreviations for it and some scrolls. And there's probably other selections of the Kelly Create stamps. It was actually pretty crowded at my Hobby Lobby, but most people actually stayed in the sticker aisle. And so I was like, yes, capitalize on all the stamps. So for 74 cents, I picked them up. This one comes with 6 words: smile, sparkle, dream, hello, thankful, loved. Let's move on to the $2.49 items, because where the Kelly Create stamps were at, I did also find this. Perfect pearls. I really love these prices, you guys, because, you know, when you see something that's on sale, it kind of allows you to kind of expand your crafting scope, because things you wouldn't have bought before, you get to buy now at these wonderful prices. And I always thought that perfect pearls were kind of like, you know, a really quick faux embossed look, but reading the back of it, it says that it's supposed to give you like a pearlescent watercolor effect to it, kind of like mist water to set it, I guess. So I'm just going to try it out for you guys here real quick, because we already have this. I don't think I want to use the stamp right now. I did want to use these Letterette pens that I picked up in a previous haul. I believe it was at Michael's that I picked this up at. And so I just opened it up to test it out, and so that's what I'm using right here. So I'm actually just tracing over this stamped image because the stamped image looks so much cuter than my actual handwriting. And I have to say, totally worth the $2.49. I really like the effect that it has on here. And I have to admit, I am impressed with the results. So now it makes me curious to see what the little ink pad will do. Well, it's not really ink. It's called Perfect Medium. It looks like an ink pad, so that's what I'm going to call it. So I guess I need to look for more volunteers, and that's going to be more clear stamps for only $2.49. We have this 13-piece here, which is called Unicorn Dream, and this one says Believe in Magic, you're magical, be a unicorn in a field of horses, be yourself, happiness is believing in unicorns, and dream on. So when I put the ink on here, or the perfect medium, I can kind of tell where it was like really thick on the ink or the medium, and where I kind of like lightly pressed on it, because as you can see, it's not really an even tone on this little unicorn, but it's still sparkly and pretty, and I still want to see what the pewter looks like. So let's pick up another stamp from the same aisle. This one is called Mermaids Only. This is 11 pieces. It says, let's be mermaids, mermaid kisses, and starfish wishes. And I have a stamp like this, but it doesn't have the little lips on there. It says, make waves, she was wild as the sea, mermaid hair don't care, and mermaid in training. And as you can see, really, really cute. I love the pewter, especially with blue. And they said, again, you can use this kind of like a watercolor background. I think it's so pretty, but you know, with these type of metallic colors, it always depends on how the light hits it. Maybe you don't need a whole mermaid stamp. Maybe you just need a mermaid tail, and you can find that on this 15-piece set, which is called Beach Life. It has sayings like, life is better at the beach, surf, ocean air, salty hair, tan lines, and good times, beach life, beach, and paradise. And actually, I wanted to talk about the end cap of this aisle, because I think this is what kind of sold out really, really fast, because all that was left in this aisle was this LOL stamp set. And this one has like your lady boss, babe, you got this, your planner. It says self-made with a little help from caffeine. Toss your hair in a bun, drink some coffee, and get it done. If I can remember from someone else's haul video, the card set for this was also on sale. It was actually kind of funny, because I was kind of debating with myself, when should I go to Hobby Lobby? I was seeing some videos about the discounts and stuff. It was Corn of Cornflower Crafts. Thank you, Corn. Yeah, I saw her video. I was like, oh my gosh, I see these orange stickers again. And then Susan Tootsie Tucker, I saw the things that she bought from Hobby Lobby. And I was thinking to myself, you know, my store is usually really slow at marking these things down. And so usually when I see it on YouTube, it's like a couple weeks before it gets to my store. And so I was debating. I was all like, okay, I had to go to a place that was maybe about 5 minutes away from this, but it was like a really long day, because I woke up like at 4 in the morning, and then I didn't get back to my town until like 4 in the afternoon. And so I was like, oh my goodness. I'm like, okay, should I go here? Should I go here the next day? I'm like, okay, just go there. You're 5 minutes away. I know it was a long day, but just go. And then I was like, yay, it's on sale. Can you imagine how I would feel if I went the next day and they told me that they marked it down the day before? You can also find more of the illustrated faith stamps at the wooden stamp area. I also picked up some washi tape. They were 2 for $1.49. I did not realize that these were the scratch and sniff ones, but luckily they kind of do smell like what they're supposed to represent. So the first one is, of course, coffee, and it does say that on the bottom washi tape. It says, but first coffee. And then the second one has like a coconut smell to it, and I bought this because it kind of reminded me of like vintage Barbies, but they're like sunbathing. And then the other one is, of course, it says Hello Sunshine, which is my aunt's nickname that my dad gave her, so I just basically call her that as well. And I do also want to say that not every Hobby Lobby has their sales at the same time. I live near 2 Hobby Lobbies that are around half an hour or so away from each other, and they never ever have like the same days which they release all of these like discounted or marked down items. So, you know, definitely check in with your store. And that's going to do it for today's haul. Stay tuned for part 2. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on the bell if you want to be notified of all of my new videos. I thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.